Ngwana says dismantling patriarchy is key to bringing down violence against women, and a former Flag Plus commanding officer, Dirk Coetzee, has died. I'm Lebo Changala with this news update. The Minister for Women, Children and Persons Living with Disabilities, Ngwana, says dismantling patriarchy is key to bringing down the high levels of violence against women and girls. Ngwana was speaking at the Commission of the Status of Women at the UN in New York, which is grappling specifically with the issue of violence against women. Ngwana says even though South Africa boasts a progressive constitution, the country is facing the challenges of a patriarchal society.
Our constitution, international instruments and legislative framework, including the Domestic Violence Act, the Sexual Offences Act, provide the most progressive platform for us to comprehensively deal with the challenge of violence against women and girls, and to dismantle the patriarchal societal structure which continues to be responsible for the high levels of violence in our country.
The former commanding officer of the South African Police's Flag Plus unit, Dirk Coetzee, has died. His brother-in-law, Chris Krauser, has confirmed that Coetzee died in a Pretoria hospital yesterday afternoon. Krauser says Coetzee had been very ill for a while. The cause of his death has not yet been confirmed since a variety of complications led to it. Horisane Sitole has more.
Dirk Coetzee was the co-founder of the Apartheid Hit Squad based in Flag Plus. The team comprised of Coetzee, Eugene de Kock and Joe Mamasela, amongst others. The unit's existence became public in 1988. The squad was responsible for the murders of people like student activist Sizwe Kondile and human rights lawyer Griffiths Mcenge. In 1997, Coetzee was granted amnesty by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. For SABC Radio News, I'm Horisane Sitole in Johannesburg.
Convicted drug trafficker Frank Nabolisa will today approach the Constitutional Court after his sentence was increased from 12 to 20 years by the Supreme Court of Appeal. Nabolisa and the former State Security Minister's wife, Cheryl Cwele, were convicted in the Pietermaritzburg High Court in 2011. Lulani Baloyi reports.
The High Court found that Cwele had recruited white females for Nigerian national Frank Nabolisa, who then used them as drug mules. A South African woman, Tessa Pietre, is serving an 8-year sentence in a Brazilian jail for drug trafficking. Pietre was found in possession of 10 kilograms of cocaine at a Sao Paulo International Airport in 2008. Both Nabolisa and Cwele were sentenced to 12 years imprisonment. On appeal to the Supreme Court, the SCA increased their sentence to 20 years each. Nabolisa has now approached the highest court in the land, arguing that the SCA had erred in its ruling. Rulani Baloyi, SABC News, Johannesburg.
And a memorial service for the teenager who was murdered at her school on the West Rand is expected to be held today. Keamogetswe Sefularo was stabbed to death near the Lukhanyo High School on Friday, allegedly by her classmate. A total of 10 learners at the school have been suspended, and a 15-year-old was arrested for the murder and is due to return to court next week. Sefularo died in hospital after giving her mother the names of those who ambushed her. The family believes a satanic cult was behind the murder. A funeral